India's currency-eating rats. When rodents wreck the economy. In India, rats aren't pests, they're accidental economic saboteurs. Welcome to Weird Geo Economy, the channel where we expose the most absurd, unexpected, and oddly destructive forces shaping global markets. Today we're crawling into one of the strangest recurring financial disasters in modern banking: rats. Not metaphorical ones, real whiskered, sharp-toothed rats. And in India, they've made a name for themselves by literally chewing through the economy, systems, including rodents with a taste for 2,000 rupee notes. We're in India, home to one of the world's largest cash-based economies. With over 250,000 ATMs spread across urban jungles and rural towns, cash accessibility is critical, and so is ATM security. But despite all the high-tech anti-theft mechanisms, bulletproof vaults, surveillance cameras, and tamper-proof locks, there's one threat these systems never accounted for: rats. And they've struck multiple times, not just in obscure towns, but in major banking zones. From Assam to Uttar Pradesh to Bihar, rats have repeatedly found their way inside sealed ATMs, shredding millions of rupees into worthless confetti. This is India's rodent-fueled currency destruction problem, a weird intersection of poor infrastructure, faulty maintenance, and sheer rodent audacity. One of the most infamous incidents happened in 2018 when staff at a State Bank of India ATM in Tinsukia, Assam, opened the vault to find over 12 lakh rupees, approximately 17,000 USD, in completely destroyed cash. The culprit? A single dead rat found buried under a pile of shredded notes. Investigators determined the rat had chewed through wiring, crawled in through a tiny service hole, and spent days nibbling on bundles of 500 rupee and 2,000 rupee notes. By the time anyone noticed, the ATM was jammed, the machine was dead, and the money was gone. Similar cases have occurred across India, in places like Barabanki, UP, Howrah, West Bengal, and Nagpur, Maharashtra, revealing that this is not an isolated freak incident. It's an ongoing structural issue with real financial impact. Bail money. Because many ATMs in India are poorly maintained, rarely inspected, and often left offline for weeks, especially in rural or semi-urban areas. Combine that with rodents' love for chewing paper and insulation, unsealed entry points in ATM kiosks or vault boxes, lack of routine pest control and maintenance contracts, and you get a perfect storm of vulnerability. Rats often crawl in through air conditioning ducts, power cable gaps, or the back-end compartments used by cash loaders. Once inside, the temperature-controlled environment and stacks of soft, edible cellulose, cash, make it paradise. To a rat, 2,000 rupee notes aren't currency. They're bedding material and buffet rolled into one. This bizarre economic sabotage involves bank staff, often shocked to discover the damage when the ATM goes down or won't dispense cash. Outsourced ATM maintenance teams, who sometimes delay or skip inspections due to understaffing. Security contractors, focused on theft prevention, not vermin defense. And of course, the rats, India's most unexpected white-collar criminals. Some banks now include rodent damage clauses in insurance and service contracts. Others are testing ultrasonic rodent deterrent systems for ATM machines. But the problem persists because the root cause, lack of ATM infrastructure upkeep in underserved areas, hasn't been solved. Glow. In one case, rats destroyed over 1.2 million rupees worth of currency, and bank officials could only recover tiny confetti-like fragments, meaning the money was completely non-recoverable. Some ATM technicians leave bags of poison or bait inside kiosks, only to find the rats ignore it and continue chewing through high-value notes instead. The Reserve Bank of India has a full protocol for mutilated note claims, but shredded ATM cash often doesn't qualify. especially when it's reduced to pulp, making the loss permanent for banks. In most countries, rats are a sanitation issue. In India, they're a line item in banking losses. As India pushes toward digital payments and fintech growth, millions of people still rely on cash ATMs. But for every cash-filled vault left unmonitored, there's a furry little anarchist ready to crawl in and trigger economic chaos, one bite at a time. Subscribe to Weird Geo Economy for more real stories about the strangest threats to